Man, shout out to my man, Mr. Pressley at Simply Fragrances for tagging me in this video. I mean, I want to kill him, but just for the fact that he thought about me out of everybody else out there, he did tag, I believe, 3 of us. So, we gonna just go ahead and do it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. Let's intro. So, welcome back from that short intro. So my man, Mr. Pressley at Simply Fragrances tagged me to do a very, very hard video, which would be 5, not 1, not 2, not 10 or 20, but 5 fragrances for life, 2020 version. This would be so much easier if I only had 5 fragrances in my collection, or only put my nose on, anywhere between 5 to 10 fragrances in my life, where this wouldn't be hard at all. But once you start getting past that 50 bottle mark, the $100 bottle mark, up to now, I'm like very close to 230. I mean, bottle wise, I think I'm at like 223, 224 for my last count. I haven't got any other bottles within the last week and a half. So it just makes it extremely hard, because once you get past 50 bottles up to the 200 bottle mark, you don't like wearing the same thing over and over and over. But for the sake of this, tag in this theoretical video, I just went ahead and did it. So, I mean, we're going to hop right into it, but y'all don't understand. For anybody, reviewer, just collector of anything, it's going to be hard just to have 5 of anything, because you collect what you like. So we're going to try to narrow this down. So for the 5th spot, and this is in no particular order. I'm just going from the way I got them sitting out. So for the 5th spot, this one I would say, sorry for saying that, this one I would say is kind of in order, for the fact this barely beat out, which to me, I've always stated on any video, was a 9.25 to me, which is Tom Ford Video.Guru. So the tiebreaker on this one was spraying Video.Guru and spraying this one, and having my girl select which one would smell better to her. Because obviously, if I'm gonna wear something, even if I didn't get a compliment from anybody else, you want your significant other to like your fragrances for the most part, and enjoy them, because that's the person you're going to be around the most. So coming in number 5 from the house of Dior, and that is O for Men. Now this one here, even though this is discontinued, so this would be extremely hard for me to wear for the rest of my life, I still chose this one, because out of the Dior Homme line, other than maybe one other one, this is like one of my favorite ones here. I mean, it's just kind of soapy due to the iris. It's definitely fresh. This one doesn't projects moderately off my skin. Longevity, maybe 5-6 hours on a good day, but I just generally like the way how this smell. And I used to wear this all the time until I found out it was discontinued. And I, hit up Sephora's, Macy's, all the big box stores I usually go for my Chanel and Dior products, and they no longer had it, had it. I refuse to pay, $200 on eBay or Amazon for it. So I'm just going to have to go with this. I'm not sure if you can see the juice level of this bottle. So this wouldn't last me for life, but if I did have an infinite supply of this would definitely be the 5th fragrance that I would have for life. This is something I can wear almost every occasion. I don't generally like dressing it down with t-shirts, but I can. And I don't believe it'll work in the winter, but spring, summer, fall, some of the warmer fall, spring, this is beautiful in the spring. And summer, to me, winner, like I stated, just for the fact of the composition is not going to stand up to the extreme cold or the extreme winds that you get. But once again, I don't think you can go wrong with it. If you do have this and you still have the box and you don't want it, holla at your boy, because I would definitely buy it for a reasonable price. But for number 5, that is Dior Homme O for men, which I'm getting scared because I'm kind of getting low. So coming in at the 4th spot, this one once again was pretty hard as well. But when I thought about it, and for the fact that I'm not generally the one to buy backup bottles, I'm generally want to buy something new with my money, you know. And I feel like this once, you know, for the most part, once stuff gets low, I'm still going to use it. I mean, if I like it that much, I'll go out and buy one. This one I bought way before it got discontinued. And that is from the House of Guerlain, or Guerlain. And that is L'Homme Ideal Cologne. This right here is like this very citrus, lemony, almond, delectable concoction that I feel like in the summertime, this would be a great staple in anyone's collection. There may be some niche summer fragrances that, you know, trumps this, but just look at how much I've used of this bottle. And once again, having, you know, 200 plus bottles, and this wasn't, you know, nowhere near the first 100 bottles I bought. I think I've done this, you know, some real damage for this to be a 50 ml. And I like it so much that I bought it. This is my backup bottle. I'm thinking y'all can see the plastic on it. Got it. And it's funny because I got it from Marshall's for 20 bucks as I got this one. So I broke this one out, you know, a few years back, found out I was being discontinued, immediately went to go buy my backup bottle. So for number 4, from the House of Guerlain, L'Homme Ideal Cologne, I feel is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance for the summer months. You can wear this in the spring as well, but to me, this shines. This really shines in the hot weather. And this just barely beat out Dior Homme Cologne, which everybody knows is the lemonade fragrance. So coming in at number 3, it was hard because everybody looking at Mr. Pressley's video, he chose this one as well, and I wanted to, but just to have a little variety from these different videos and not show the same one. I generally don't even like doing too many list videos. Generally like, you know, delving into one fragrance at a time, you know, ciphering what I'm, you know, getting, picking out the notes and just drop a review, you know, the most comprehensive review of that fragrance that my brain and my nose, you know, can fully detail to y'all who actually do watch. So I was going to go with the from the House of Zaharoff Signature Pour-On. You see the dent in this bottle. But one that just, I'm starting to like it a little bit more. I know that's blasphemy, but do y'all see this? In the time that I've had this bottle, it's almost the same level. And this is from the House of Zaharoff Signature Royale. This has become one of my favorite fragrances. I'm probably going to get a backup bottle of this, knowing that, you know, it's going to be a limited run only. But this right here from like this fresh blast of, I'm not going to say citrus, but this juicy fruit, to the suede accord, to what what comes off my skin as iris. It could be the magnolia, as my man Ross from TLTG stated. But on my skin, it comes off, you know, very iris-like, and that iris mixed with the suede accord, it just comes off so beautiful off my skin, and it reminds me of another one on this list I'll get to later, so I'm not going to state what it reminds me of. But if I could only wear 5 fragrances for life, once again, no honorable mentions, the signature Royale from Zaharoff would definitely be one of those 5. This one I can wear in the summer, I can wear in the spring, I can wear in the fall, I can wear in the winter, because most of the time, if this pandemic wasn't going on, I would be working in a temperature controlled environment. So from the house of George Zaharoff, signature Royale, number 3. It just keeps tripping me out because I'm looking at the levels, and I've already, got to that level. That's craziness. I'm actually one that wears my fragrances. So when I do a review, even when I do a review on a fragrance, I wear it almost 3 to 4 times, different areas. I just don't test it on hand. I test it on my hand, crack of my elbow, neck area, chest, back of my neck. And I'm going to wear it a few times to really delve into it. So if it seems like it takes me quite a while to release a video, that's pretty much, behind the scenes what's going on is that I'm taking my time wearing it and writing down what I get hour by hour and try to, average some hours out. So coming in at the second spot, this one was hard too because, just now getting into, I'm not going to say just now, but year 2020 has definitely been my swan dive into niche. I've had a few before that, but I really just been going balls deep into niche this year. Can I say that? I'm not sure. I hope I don't get banned or reported. But from the house of Dior Homme Parfum. Now, when I stated that this has this iris, invisible iris note mixed with a suede accord, that I love the way how it comes off my skin. This absolutely has has a prominent iris with a leather note. And the Royale is like a fresher take to me on this. It's like a niche, but a fresher take for the fact the iris and leather note in here comes off similarly with the one in Signature Royale. So I really had to go with this one for the fact that when I first bought it, I was like, okay, well, I know it's about to be discontinued in North America. I'm just going to grab it because I have the rest of the Dior Homme line. Then I started wearing it. I'm like, yo, I'm loving the way how it smells, but I'm thinking it's just going to be a scent for personal use. Then I started wearing it out in public. Lo and behold, I got, several compliments. Went to a pizza shop with soon-to-be father-in-law. Compliment. He complimented me. A few of his buddies that come over for football said, well, my man Jerome, he's a story on himself, but he complimented me on this. So it's just like the lady at 7-Eleven, and she's not even from America, but she complimented me on this. So lo and behold, this became, a compliment getter. Also, one of my personal favorites. This is going to work, fall, winter, to me, special occasions such as graduations, weddings. If you have to get suited and booted, black tie events, this can work, especially being in a temperature controlled environment. I wouldn't want to wear this. I wouldn't want to wear this in the, dead of summer. I would probably just do 1 or 2 sprays maximum, but I feel like this one is more versatile than what people give it, the credit that people give it to. This, you can wear this in the spring, fall, winter. Once again, cooler summer days, cooler summer nights, going to, once again, events and temperature controlled environments. You can definitely pull this one off. And as I see, haircut or no haircut, you can get compliments with this one. So for number 2 on 5 fragrances for life, no honorable mentions, Dior Homme Parfum. And for the last one on my list, this one, I haven't done a review on it. I need to. This has been on a few of my earlier lists as being one of my favorite but severely underrated, unhyped fragrances of Fragcom. And this comes from the house of YSL. And this is La Nuit de l'Homme Eau Electrique. This right here is like apple, ginger, cardamom. I mean, this is like sweet, vanilla. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And once again, to make this list, well, at least 2 of these that made the list, is that I had to go and buy a backup bottle. I mean, so actually I got another, so I got 3 bottles. Because this one is only a little less than halfway. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. So yes, 1, 2, I should have grabbed the other one, but so that's going to tell you how much I love this and how much I plan on wearing this. No matter how big my collection get, I will always make time for this. I mean, apple, ginger, I believe. No, not ginger, geranium. Cardamom, some vanilla. This is like so sweet, smooth, seductive. When you feeling debonair, you know you dress to impress. Fresh haircut, fresh hairdo. I mean, and this one definitely garners, you know, attention and compliments. That before it did, I wanted it because of the bottle. Then I smelled it and I'm like, yo, this is beautiful. I don't get the Versace Eros vibe like that. Not on off my skin. I see why people could say it just due to the notes breakdowns when they read it. But to me, this on my skin does not come off like Eros. Eros is, especially the Eros I have, is like 8 times the projector of this one and like 2 times stronger. This one is like right mid-length to where you want to draw somebody into you. If somebody's maybe 3 or 4 feet away from you, they may catch wafts of this, but this is where you're trying to bring somebody into you. You're trying to seal the deal. You know, you hit a single, you stole second, somebody hit a pop-up, fly out, you rounding third coming home, you trying to get home. You know what I mean? I think this one to do it. And this one I can wear all seasons long. Spring, summer, as long as it's not too hot. Definitely through the fall because my birthday is in September. I wore this a lot in September, even if it wasn't my scent of the day. Spray it on that night, spray it on after a shower, spray it on just, you know, making an errand to the grocery store or, you know, 7-Eleven. So I love this one. So we're going to wrap it up because I'm looking at the time on this video. Definitely don't want to be in too long, especially it's only 5 fragrances. But just for the fact that there's 5 fragrances for life made it extremely hard. And I wanted to explain to y'all why I chose these instead of some of the other ones in my collection that I have, you know, either done a review on or put in the earlier, you know, list videos. So, you know, drop in the comments what y'all would wear. You know, if you can only choose 5, I don't want to see no honorable mentions. This is what, you know, makes the tag worthwhile and complicated, but sometimes complicated is good because it make you, you know, narrow, you know, and value certain fragrances. So yeah, throw in the comments, you know, what 5 you would wear, you know, like the video. If you do like it, subscribe if you like the content. But other than that, you know, in this book of life, turn to me, the page of styles. You know, let's, you know, grow and evolve together, and y'all be blessed and walk in peace to the next video. Yo, I almost forgot too. It's a tag video. I got to tag somebody. So I want to tag my man Uncommon Scentz. I want to tag Equality Fragrances. I want to tag Ross from TLTG reviews. I know he's probably done this one before, but it's 2020. Let's do another one. And this is a shot in the dark because I'm pretty sure he ain't watching my videos. But if he does, or if it gets to him, I want to shout, want to tag, say, let's say, Dallas from Chaos Fragrances. We're going to do that. So, Uncommon Scentz, Equality Fragrances, Ross from TLTG, and Dallas from Chaos Fragrances. Tag, you're it.